Hello out there. Welcome to the Intercontinental Toe-nament, everybody.
It's toe tapping time.
Woo!
All right. And Nick, by the way, it's intercontinental. You said it wrong.
All right, yeah, it really rolls off the tongue. With us in this is Skip Elsheimer from AV Geeks. Hi, Skip.
There he is, bitter rival.
Hey.
You can go to hell, Skip. You can go to hell.
Yeah. Well,
I'm mad at you.
say it now.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. It's the hottest ticket in town. This is where jingles, tunes, songs from commercials, VHS tapes, 16mm films, they all go toe-to-toe to determine the number one toe tapper of 2021. And we're going to milk every last drop of content out of this. So, Skip, you've been doing a tournament for the last few weeks, and we did a tournament a few weeks ago. And now we're going to take our best ones, and they're just going to gnaw at each other.
Yep. Yeah,
Right.
I was inspired by you guys. I'm not really, as you can tell by my flabbiness, I'm not really a sports enthusiast, but it's like a good tournament. And,
Okay, well, we're flabby too.
Yeah, well, we're in good company, the pasty white
Yeah.
guys. And so I was very much excited by you guys doing this, and I was like, you know what? We have some really good songs that I think would be great. And I think that somebody actually forwarded you a song from one of my films, and you're like, you know what? We should take on AV Geeks. And I
Yes,
was like, yeah.
exactly. Yes, exactly. Because you have so many great songs that we listen to all the time, but we didn't feel like we were allowed to play them in our tournament, like
Right.
because we're VHS guys. So
Right.
we wanted to play VHS and jingles and stuff like that. That's more in our wheelhouse. So this is perfect. Now we finally get to hear those songs and destroy them.
And we have we'll see how it shakes out. We do have a special guest judge that we'll reveal, but we are thrilled to have this person be judging the tournament. It's a big surprise. We'll reveal it in a minute. But we have to have stakes for this, and we've revealed the stakes on our last episode of VCR Party. But for those who are just tuning in, let's tell what we're playing for.
Well, I'll start. So when we talked about stakes, Joe, like, without even a beat, was like, I want that clown pilgrim painting.
Yeah.
And I was like, clown, oh my God, you saw that like 15 years ago.
Well, and also, I saw it and I took a picture of it. And for maybe like 3 or 4 years, it was my, whatever you call it, screensaver on my
Your wallpaper.
my
There it
wallpaper
is.
on my phone. That's what it was. And and I looked at it every single day, and it's so good. And where do you have it hung up right now, Skip, in your house?
It's in the front, kind of with some other stuff.
Okay. Next to pictures of loved ones? Like right next to photos of loved ones?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And this was a thrift store find. I didn't
the
find
ultimate.
it, but somebody found it and was like, you know what, Skip has to have this. So this is, if I lose this, I will be sad.
I don't think Skip needs to have it. I think we need to have it. So we're playing for keeps tonight.
Oh, it's going right over there, right over on the wall over there. I know we cleared a space for it. So,
Yeah. And so
Nick.
there's some fine points here real quick. I mean, I'm
Okay.
in the Zoom background, so it's kind of sharing, but the clown is eating a drumstick, has a pilgrim hat, and there's a clown in the back here who has a
Yeah.
pie. So I call this, you call it the pilgrim clown, I call it clown Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to picture a bunch of clowns eating around, saying grace, doing the
Nick,
wishbone thing.
Nick, do your impression of a clown saying grace.
Okay. Blessed, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we're about to receive.
I knew you'd nail it. I knew you'd nail it. So wait, what can Skip win then? Nick, do you have it over there?
Yeah, here's
Okay.
what we decided. We decided we didn't have any paintings that Skip would covet. I mean, we've got some great ones. We've got the nursing home painting of Aaron Rodgers. We've got, plenty of amateur artwork that Skip might covet. But we thought, let's do something Skip related. And so we thought Skip gave us The Club, which is a public access show about that. I guess you have VHS. Do you have the VHS with you? You showed it to us before. Okay. There it is.
That's
And
the actual VHS.
it's the
Can I see
tape.
the actual tape? Can you pop out the tape? I want to see what that actually looks like. There it is, the club, the actual club tape.
Yeah.
It's a very, very long compilation of episodes of this guy who found a piece of driftwood out in the woods, but he thinks it's a prehistoric club. He's convinced that this was used by an early man for a weapon, and spends.
It's also like a message from God. Like he's building a ministry around this piece of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I buried the lead. It's a message from God, and yeah,
that's very important stuff. Nick.
Well, if people haven't seen the club, first this is like kind of a long look, but here's a little bit of the club so you can remember why we love this video so much.
That's a baseball bat club.
By comparison, yeah.
This thing is just simply amazing. The thing is simply awesome, but this thing is just simply amazing. It is simply awesome. This thing is for real, I'm telling you. It's simply amazing. It is plumb simply awesome. It's simply, I can't get over that handle. It is plumb simply awesome. You know? Plumb simply awesome. I look forward to hearing from you. Look forward to interviewing you. I can't wait to amaze your eyes. I'm serious.
So that's the club. Here's him holding it kind of against the woods when he, showing it to you against the woods.
It's like you're watching a first-person shooter game, but instead he has a stick out in front of him.
He
you
never
see him.
shows his face.
You never see him.
You always see his hand, and then the other hand's holding the camcorder. So.
Yep.
And look, we have some artists who watch our shows, and Don Sparrow is a guy from Saskatchewan who does the art for Saturday morning cartoons.
Talented dude.
And we said, could you do an illustration of the club that Skip could win if his 16 millimeter songs happen to pull off the win tonight? And he said, I think I got you covered.
That's an actual painting.
Wow.
That is an acrylic painting.
Wow.
On canvas or on a very nice paper stock that we're going to frame. And that could be yours to win. This arrives tomorrow in the mail, but that's the photo of the work in progress. Yeah.
It is plumb awesome, y'all. Plumb.
Plumb simply awesome. It's for real.
Yeah, I can't wait to amaze your eyes, Skip, when you see the ad. So we both really want to win badly. I guess that's what
high stakes. Okay, so I thought before we jump into this tournament, I thought that we'd get the competitive juices flowing, the sports competition, and we would play a song from the Los Angeles Rams from 1987. A song that barely anybody's ever heard. Just 1 minute. We're just going to listen to 1 minute just to get the testosterone up. It's a video called "Let's Ram It." It came out, I think, maybe a year after the Super Bowl Shuffle. Like every team put out a Super Bowl Shuffle, and the Rams version was called "Let's Ram It." Here's 1 minute from "Let's Ram It."
And then after this, can we bring the testosterone back down? Because
it'll naturally go down.
Okay,
don't worry.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I prefer the show that way.
No, it usually does.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, testosterone just bubbling. It's like dripping out of my mouth. That testosterone is.
All right.
Hollywood handsome, Dodge City tough. If you throw it my way, it's gonna get rough. I like to ram it, as you can see. Nobody likes ramming any more than me.
They call me Jeter, nobody dresses sweeter. None of this cool as a quarterback mistreater. I come from the end, looking for the sack. I don't stop coming till I put them on the back. This is limousine with it, my moves are like dreams. They call me the demon on special teams. I know how to rock you from the toes to the head. When I pull the trigger, I'll knock you dead.
I'm a mountain man from West VA. They call me Herc and I came to play. I learned long ago if you ram it just right, you can ram it all day and ram it all night. Ram it. Do you know how?
I think that's enough.
Okay, yeah. Well, I would like to bring some estrogen into the room. Skip, is your lovely wife there to reveal the brackets for tonight?
Yes.
Let's see, Katrina. Is she going to magically appear?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. What do you think about all this testosterone that's like bubbling over right now? Like now that we watched that video, what do you think?
I'm a little uncomfortable in this.
You should, yes,
right
yes,
now.
that's
I'm
you
not
should
really
be,
sure how else to explain. I feel like some songs need to be sung. Maybe some "Shake Hands with Danger" or some, "Bank of Ireland of New York," which is, I'll tell you, I know we're not talking about it yet, but that one's in here. That one's in here.
It's not going anywhere either.
I'll show the screen right now, and then
let's take a look at who's go. We'll take a look at the whole brackets and get into the first round. Let's dive in.
Okay.
We might need to.
Ooh, look at this first educational round here. Already,
right?
Tough matchup.
Let me zoom out a little bit here, folks.
Okay. Now we got Super Duper. It looks like we got Super Duper Pooper going up against Shake Hands with Danger. These are two all-stars. So now the ones that Nick and I have selected are the two contenders for the championship from this year's and last year's. So we have 4 total going here. Very strong contenders here.
Yes,
Absolutely. We've got the Holy Mountain. We've got Springer Mountain Chicken, which sort of has a gospel feel to it, and Acid, which I haven't seen, Skip, but I assume that's thematically appropriate.
Yes.
The Holy Mountain is a bit of a psychedelic movie, and maybe we'll get some of that.
Well, I was thinking the Holy Mountain part that was from the Springer Mountain Chicken part.
Oh,
it's
that
not
makes
a mountain.
sense.
Yeah. It's the mountain part. It doesn't have to do anything with gospel.
The gospel. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Jodorowsky film where you do a bunch of acid.
Yeah.
Works that way too.
Okay, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with It's Potty Time or
let's go Shake Hands with Danger first.
Okay, let's do Shake Hands with Danger. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to if you will stop sharing the screen, I'm going to
Skip, do you want to introduce this one?
Yeah, so this is a Caterpillar heavy equipment safety film. And it's one of the best films I've ever seen in that it's intentionally funny. It's got fake gore in it, and it has this amazingly catchy song that people are still doing versions of today. Like people at trade schools are still doing their own version of Shake Hands with Danger. I guess as a class project or something.
Wow, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it has staying power. It's really an amazing.
What year? What year are we talking about
here?
1980.
1980.
Okay.
1980.
See, that's way late. I thought this was 60s.
No.
But no, this is, you're blowing my mind here. Okay, all right. So here it is. Shake Hands with Danger. Our first one in the toe tapping tournament for 2021.
Warren, thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here. Shake hands with Danger.
Can't tell me what to do.
Shake hands with Danger. Need a guy who ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Finger Joe.
I'm going to start going by Three-Finger Joe.
Shake hands with danger. Find it anywhere you choose. Be careless for a moment. Spend a lifetime with the blues.
Oh!
Shake hands with danger. Shake hands with danger.
The riff is so good.
Danger. Shake hands with danger.
It's like a Johnny Cash.
Shake hands with danger. Friends I used to know.
It's a horror movie.
To them I'm lucky to be just Three-Finger Joe.
Started on fire.
Genuinely great song.
Wow.
That is awesome. That is legitimately awesome. And I know we're competitors, but I have to say that was incredible.
Game recognizes game. I think that's the important thing. Let's should we get into our judge now? Skip, do you want to introduce who our celebrity judge is going to be?
Yeah, so I found this person, or he found me, after I posted a venereal disease film that he wrote the music for. And in the course of it, he said, yeah, I used to work for Centron Films, and we wrote a lot of music and things for Centron Films, including Shake Hands with Danger. This is Jim Stringer, everybody.
Jim! Welcome!
Whoa.
Yes!
He's joining.
Guitar in hand.
The one and only.
Give us a little bit of the riff. Give us just a little bit of the...
Yes! Yes. That's awesome.
Wow.
So you wrote the original song then, right?
Yes, I did. Although John Clifford, who John Clifford was one of the writers for Centron. He and I had a jingle writing team for a long time, but he wrote the lyrics to that.
Oh
As a
man!
matter of fact, he wrote like 30 verses to it.
Oh man, I want to hear all 30. Yeah, it's awesome.
Sometime or another.
All right.
What's your background, Jim? Before we get into the second jingle you'll be going up against here.
I don't have any background. I don't know anybody.
You mean physical background, Nick, or like his background, like his resume? What's your resume?
Yeah. What's your resume? Like, how did you get into songwriting? And
I'm a lifetime musician. I've been playing professionally since I was 12 years old, and I still play.
Cool.
Well, until the pandemic took me down, but I'm here in Austin, and I've played right around 10,000 gigs in my life, and done many records, and written a lot of film music and commercial music, things like that.
Sweet. Do you have a band that you were touring with before the pandemic?
I haven't toured for quite a while. It's like, as you can see, I'm not exactly a young guy, and although it may look like it,
there's a filter. There's a filter that you can change to make you look like a young guy.
Put the slider to the right.
Yeah.
I added that on, but yeah, I play a couple of things. I play a jazz gig with a very actually well-known. She's well known as being a rockabilly, but we do a jazz gig. Her name is Rosie Flores, and we do the Blue Moon Jazz Quartet. Then my own band is called the AM Band, and I'm not going to book any gigs for a little while with that.
Yeah, cool.
With a fellow named Roger Wallace. It's all Texas music.
Nice. I want to see it.
Yeah, and
the world's back to normal.
The most important question I have for you, Jim, is can you be an impartial judge of tonight's toe tapping tournament?
Hell no.
You're going to be judging your own song going up against other songs. So we know there's a flaw in that. Usually judges, that's not how it works. But we're doing something different tonight.
This is still known as my hit.
Okay, well let's see what you're going up against. Joe, do you want to introduce this one?
Yeah. Hear this one.
Okay,
yeah, you saw the title.
I mean, it couldn't be any more different if it tried. So this is a children's potty training video. It's called "It's Potty Time," and it actually comes from North Carolina, like Skip and Katrina's neighborhood there. And they sing a song for toddlers or kids who are learning how to go potty, a catchy toe tapper. And this to me is the dictionary definition of a toe tapper here, because it will be in your head until the end of time. So here is 1 minute from It's Potty Time called She is a Super Duper Pooper. Give it a second here. Computer's thinking about it. And
it's potty time.
Yay, Lizzie!
She is a super duper pooper.
She can potty with the best.
No more diapers to get in her way. We are very impressed. She is a super duper pooper.
She knows when she has to go.
Take a bow, she's a big girl now. She's the best pooper we know.
Yay!
The party's about to begin. Come on, let's go.
And there you have it. Take that, Shake Hands with Danger.
So I had that tape before I had Shake Hands with Danger, and we would play it all the time at the house I lived at. So I love that song a lot. So it's a tough competition.
That's why this is. I mean, it's like all these these are the greatest songs going up against each other. Jim, have you ever written a potty training song before?
I don't think I have written a potty training song. Not that's been heard outside my house.
Maybe you can just write one right now for him. Knock them both off.
I like to poop. You like to poop. We all like to poop all the time.
Yeah!
We all like to poop all the time. We do.
That's a real bad sign.
Oh man, just seeing the process is amazing.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, let's all go around. Let's talk about which one we think is the better one. I personally, Jim, I love Shake Hands with Danger. But having said that, Super Duper Pooper is one of those songs that you can't deny that once it gets into your head, it's not going anywhere, and you're gonna find yourself singing that song later tonight. So I got to go with Super Duper Pooper personally. Skip, Katrina, what do you guys think?
I mean, Shake Hands with Danger, like I said, it has this staying power, and to see people still actively using the guitar riff and using the whole gist of it and referring to it like now tells me about the staying power of it. It lasts a long time.
And I think, like, you probably already heard this story, but I commissioned a cover of Shake Hands with Danger, homage, if you will, for Skip's birthday, his 5th. Well, I don't know, it was Christmas or something. A friend of mine did a cover of it, and it is mwah. Like, there's so much good material there.
Is it just splattered in blood?
What?
It's just splattered in blood.
Yeah.
But it also is like any situation you're in the world, like Shake Hands with Danger.
Yes.
Like that.
That's pretty awesome.
It's good.
Nick, what do you think?
Well, I do kind of like that climbing the bass line of Super Duper Pooper. It kind of reminds me of the Music Man, like right here in River City. It's kind of doom, 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 doom. Well, I've sold, this to it. And so I like the show tuniness of it, but Shake Hands with Danger is so awesome. That would be my vote. Jim, it's up to you. All comes down to you.
Well, all respects to Super Duper Pooper. I told you I could not be.
I tip my hat. To you. Yeah. I mean, this is our fault for having you as a judge.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, though, people were like, I can't believe you're competing with Shake Hands with Danger. It will trounce everybody.
Yeah.
So if we put it to the public.
Honestly, I have been very surprised about. I got one last week. Somebody actually uses Shake Hands with Danger. He's got an high school industrial class, and they use Shake Hands with Danger. And he asked me if I would send him an autograph. And I think, oh my God, yeah, sure, yeah. Well, for what it's worth, right.
And Jim, you told me that Caterpillar actually distributed cassettes of the song. Is that right?
What?
We didn't just give them to people. They paid for them, and we sold 25,000 of them.
What? So they're out there. They're out there somewhere, huh?
Yeah, they are. They're floating around. Plus, Shake Hands with Danger has been on YouTube for quite a while now, and I put the original master track up on my websites, so it's pretty. It's free to download. Now, I got to say, I did object one time when somebody used it for something that I didn't approve of. And the fact is that because, this applies to all films, that even though the film itself is public domain, the music is not.
Okay.
And the film that they actually used was Fences and Gates, which I think you're familiar with too, aren't you, Skip?
Right. That's for GM, right?
All that music was my copyright. And I said, you're going to stop doing that.
Yeah. Oh, so you actually own the song then, huh?
Yeah.
You still own it? Oh, nice.
I have the copyright. But, it's like Shake Hands with Danger is, we were going to record it in my last record. But, I honestly, I'd have to find a pinch singer for it. Because my voice is gravelly, but it's just not Charlie Oldfather.
When that was your voice on the old one, though, right?
No, that's Charlie Oldfather.
Oh, okay.
He was the dean of the KU Law School, believe it or not.
Wow.
And he smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day.
He had a file that he used to.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now, Jim, I know that Caterpillar released cassettes, but just in all fairness, I just looked this up, and there was a cassette of Super Duper Pooper released as well. I don't know if that influences if you want to reverse your decision, but
all right, let's go on to the tournament bracket and Skip and Katrina. Can you guys change it up so that
let's see the update and get to our next bracket. This one you might be able to be a little more impartial on, Jim.
Unless he wrote Bank of Ireland in New York. You didn't write that one, did you, Jim? Okay. All right.
So did we want to go across or do we want to go
down? Yeah. Let's go across.
Okay.
So the next one up will be Springer Mountain Chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And Joe, you've got that one, right? You can start introducing it now.
Okay, so Springer Mountain Chicken, this one, so we came across this jingle in central Wisconsin. It was like playing during morning news. It was called Dr. Tammy Bailey Dentistry, and it was just a toe tapper, great jingle, got stuck in your head. And then we went on this mission to find out who wrote the song, and we found out it's this guy named Otis, living in Texas. I think he lives in Dallas, and he's like the jingle master right now. And we found this one that he had made for a chicken company called Springer Mountain Chicken. And this is the 30-second commercial. And just even the commercial's great too. There's just a lot going on. So here's Otis's jingle of Springer Mountain Chicken. Come on. Why does it delay like that? You can do it.
You know there's something.
By the way, I think that's a fake old lady too. I don't think she's a real old lady. She's a fake old lady, isn't she?
That's a Halloween adventure wig right there.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
You know there's something cooking, the aroma fills the air. Your
friends and
family just can't wait to taste what you prepare. Raised to a higher standard, grown for quality. Chicken raised at Springer Mountain Farms tastes better now.
Big finish.
Raised to a higher standard, Springer Mountain Farms chicken. Raised to a higher standard.
There we go. Wow. I'm pumped.
That's a pretty good anthem, I got to tell you. I'm impressed. I like that build.
Okay. Okay. Oh, man.
Joe's out of breath.
You
were so moved by it. Jim, initial impressions on Springer Mountain Chicken?
Well, that is actually a well-produced. What is that, 70s or 80s?
I think it's 2000. I would guess like 2008. Really? Yeah.
Okay, it sounds very vintage to me. You know, with the that kind of thing going on, and the it sounds like a drum machine. I'm not sure if that was actually produced by musicians in the studio, but that's nice, professionally done jingle, and I think it's, it's not even as goofy as what we've already listened to.
No, this one's more powerful. It gets you excited about eating some chicken.
And Skip, this is going against one called Acid, which I don't believe I've seen. But
so this is from an educational film. So like all my stuff's going to be from educational films. And this one is, I feel like it's from 1972. It's called Acid, the Story of LSD. And it's, one of these wonderful films that talks about the dangers of LSD, but inadvertently advertises for how great LSD is.
Okay.
So here we go.
It has tremendous potential for good if used wisely, like atomic energy. Or it can provide for a whole holocaust of mental Hiroshimas.
Whoa.
I took a trip to find myself and me. And I saw love in purple, orange, green. My mind ain't feeling right. 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 I gotta find a new way of living. I gotta find a new way of life. I gotta find a new way of living. Dropping a 10. Acid. What you doing to me? Acid. What you doing to me?
Art Sioco.
Oh, what you doing to me? Acid. Get out of my life. 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 Get out of my life.
Whoa.
Man. That was awesome. That was incredible. Makes me want to try acid again.
Yep.
Initial thoughts, Nick.
Springer Mountain Chicken versus. Okay,
I mean, it's apples and oranges.
It is. Acid is so different. It's psychedelic. It reminds me a little bit of early, like Syd Barrett era Pink Floyd, and I love that. Springer Mountain is the more powerful of the jingles, and I know people say it's not as catchy, but I think Raised to a Higher Standard is the part that always gets in my mind. In terms of toe tappingness, I'm going to Springer Mountain Chicken.
Okay, Skip, Katrina, what do you think?
Well, I see. We don't have the test of time here. Like later tonight, you're going to be, as you fall asleep, you're going to be saying, "Acid, what you doing to me?" Acid.
Well, I'm doing acid. I'm going to be saying that.
Springer
Right.
Mountain is an anthem when you hear it and you get it pumped and excited about it, but it doesn't stay. It doesn't stick. There's nothing sticking here for me.
For me, what stuck in the acid song were the drums. Those drums are so cool, and the visuals are so cool, and I like the freak outness. But like, I just want to when I hear a song, I just want to get pumped up. I want the adrenaline to go, and I just want power, and I just want to hear a song about chicken. So I got to go Springer Mountain Chicken.
Jim,
Jim,
you always say that. Yeah.
Jim, what do you think? Who won that round?
Well, you know what? It's like like I said, I think the Springer Mountain Chicken is really, it's professionally done. That's it. If I've got to say that sounds a whole lot like some of the commercials that my writing buddy and I, John Clifford, that I referred to earlier. It sounds a whole lot like some of the things that we did.
I got to hear some of those commercials that you guys made.
Well, they're around.
Yeah. Anything we would know?
Believe me, there's some things that I hope are well hidden.
We'll find them. We'll find them.
If you ever find one of a film called Tell It Like It Is, there's your winner, because I can't find a copy of it anywhere.
Okay.
We're on it.
All right. It's a
We're
challenge.
So it was like for distributive marketing made by Sears.
Oh,
I not only sing it, but I also dance in that film.
Salivating. Salivating.
Yes.
I've not been in Pralinger archive doesn't have a copy.
So is it on film, Jim?
Pardon me?
Is it on film or video?
Yeah, it's 16 millimeter.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's Skip's wheelhouse.
Tell it like it is.
Well, I started working at Central in 1966, I think, or 67. But
all right.
I like Skip, man. I got to go with the acid. It's just I love that. That's a true late 60s. They did that like in 15 minutes in the studio. It's like such a funky, probably mic. The drums are like one mic on it. It's
sloppy.
Sloppy. 60s lo-fi.
Yeah.
And it's so, really, folks, you're going to try to talk us out of doing acid?
Well, it almost seemed like they were making a case for it earlier
That's
on.
what Skip was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
they're right. It could have been. It was just, typical human reaction to things. I remember a famous cartoonist, Jules Pfeiffer, that did a cartoon where a guy invents fire and the people are all scared of it and they back away. And then a guy comes up and pees on the fire and puts it out. And they all pick him up on their shoulders and carry him off. That's the way we react to things. So,
oh man,
I'm going acid all the way.
Okay, acid's our winner. All right. Yep.
All right,
man. Wow.
I thought we'd be dropping acid, but it turns out it's moving on.
I'm gonna have to pee all over this fire later tonight.
Yeah, I know.
And
We're
then,
getting our clocks cleaned here.
Yeah,
but
I know. So we're 0 for 2 right now.
Let's look at the brackets and see how we're doing.
Invite me on this thing.
Yeah, we got to bring our own ringer next time.
Yeah, sorry. We're not sorry, really.
Okay, so where are we at with the brackets then? So we're moving on. Are we going to go bottom left now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go bottom left. Who
Books Are Burning versus Bank of Ireland in New York.
Okay.
So, Skip, why don't you tell us about Books Are Burning, which also I haven't seen. I wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah, it's hilarious you guys didn't watch these because I studied what you guys did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, maybe I put together a dream team based on that. But what we picked, we had our viewers who watch the AV Geeks lunchtime show, we had them vote. So they were the ones that voted, and there were some hard decisions there. But this is actually a weird film. I think it's shot in New York, which is why it's paired as it is. And it's about this young girl who's played by Tisha Campbell from Martin. And she doesn't want to read her book, Wizard of Oz. And so she goes into the future because her classmates made a time machine. She goes to a future where books are forbidden. And she's encountered by the leader of this dystopia about burning her books. And so this is an amazing...
It's same old warmed over Hollywood plot we've seen a million times.
So this is an amazing disco show tune, over the top song about burning your books. It's called Books Are for Burning.
All right.
Let's take a listen.
Now, what could be worse than that?
But I can't burn this book. It's school property. Nonsense!
Apple sugar.
She is a super duper pooper.
Books are not where it's at. Teaching you how to spell cat. I know you'd rather play, so why don't you throw all your books away? Books are made for burning, the fire is already yearning to put an end to any learning.
Oh, this is like the Apple, or so this is...
Put the books in the fire, see the flames growing higher. Burning books is our heart's desire.
2, 4, 6, 8, time to incinerate!
Books will not make you wise, and reading's bad for your eyes. I am sure you agree, so why don't you give all your books to me?
I agree with everything he's saying so far.
We can stop it. It just keeps going on.
I'm into it. But yeah, okay. We'll stop it there, and we'll if it moves on, we'll watch the rest. So yeah,
I think Skip.
I shortened it too because it's an epic dance. Like it's a piece. It's like in a musical.
But Skip, I feel like you tipped your hand a little bit there. I think that you were like, okay, we can stop it now.
Oh.
You were like, I think you should be like, you should have been like, hey, can you turn it up louder? Because like I want to hear, hear it louder. You're like, you can shut it off now.
I just felt that it was beginning to. Your computer was like,
yeah, it was starting to.
Oh, it was starting to chug a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I couldn't tell on my.
We're all starting to chug a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's going up against the current year champion for us, Bank of Ireland, which is another sort of New York-y, I think kind of a show tune with some cool tempo changes in it. And a guy named Connor sent this in to us, and it's a 1979 jingle for a bank in New York, but it's the Bank of Ireland. And it was my favorite song of this year. Take a listen.
Yeah, this was a dark horse too. Nobody thought this one was going to win, but it went all the way to the
went
finish line.
Undrafted, and then I picked it up for a steal. Hang on, now my computer's chugging. Here we go.
Try hitting it on this button.
In New York. Start from the beginning.
Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland in New York.
There's a bank in New York. It's the brightest around. It shows faith in my future, keeps my feet on the ground. It's the bank for my friends too. Man, it sure made its mark. Irish Bank on Fifth Avenue. Bank of Ireland, New York.
New York, New York. New York, New York. Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland in New York.
Okay.
Oh,
catch your breath.
Oh boy. Man, oh man.
Strong male vocals, man. They're both just like, yeah.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Well, I'm going Bank of Ireland here. It's my baby. It's my dark horse. I want to take the whole thing.
Yeah. Skip, Katrina, what do you think?
I gotta go, honey. I'm sorry. Bank of Ireland, New York.
Wow.
Yeah,
it is so good. I mean, I love Books Are Made for Burning. I might have lost my partner in life. I have Bank of Ireland of New York.
You know what? I love the sentiment of Books Are Burning because I agree they should all burn. Every
Not a big
single
reader.
one of them.
Not a big
reader. No. Yeah, just I like watching things.
Mhm.
So, but Bank of New York, I mean, that's it's undeniable. The people have spoken. Jim, what do you think? I mean, this is a slam dunk, right, Jim? This has to be.
Well, I'm going to have to. I think it's going to make it unanimous because I think even, that is oversell if I ever heard it on Bank of New York. I mean, how can anybody possibly get that excited about the Bank of New York?
You're right. Yeah, it's just a stupid bank. Yeah,
overcompensating maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot easier to identify with singing about burning books because, hey, we just had, unprecedented cold here in Texas, and I was thinking about burning some books.
Put infinite jest on the fire and keep yourself warm for a night or two. Yeah.
We had a judge on our tournament when she heard the song for Bank of Ireland in New York. She's like, that is too good of a song to waste on a bank.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, but it is, yeah.
We finally got a win here. So thank you. I'm glad to see Bank of Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for Books Are for Burning, but I'm happy to have it show up.
You can't sweep this.
Nobody knows this film, and it's just a phenomenal film. There's other great songs in it.
I think if it went up against anybody else, I think it could have beaten it.
Yeah.
I did love Books Are Burning. I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
That movie. All right, so let's look at the final bracket here and listen to our final two contenders.
What do we got? I think we have The Eyes Have It. That is going to be the Found Footage Festival VCR Party's contender. Going up against what, Skip?
Malika Palika Do Skip 2.
Of course.
Well, this was actually, you don't remember this, but when we first did a show together in New York City at that weird wooden stage.
Was that on the water? Was that on like some pier or something? Yeah.
Yeah. I showed this film. I showed Malika Palika Do Skip 2.
Really?
Maybe,
well,
yeah. You guys
maybe it'll come back.
At the bar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go first. This is a video that it's Donna Mills put this out. So Donna Mills, she was on what was it? Dynasty? Knots Landing. One of those. Falcon Crest. One of those. But anyway, the thing when she was on the set, she would do her own makeup. She knew how to do her own makeup. So somebody was like, "Hey, Donna, you should do an instructional how-to makeup video." And then so she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then they're like, "You know what we should do? We should have an original song that plays at the beginning and the end of your instructional makeup video." And she was like, "Yes, 100%. Let's do this." And that's exactly how the dialogue went down between everybody. And so
there was a scribe there going.
Right. And
a stenographer kind of typing up very quickly.
So I'm going to show you the beginning song to The Eyes Have It and the end of the song to The Eyes Have It. Now, this is toe tapping at its toe finest.
At its toe finest.
Now watch this. Watch this part, Jim. Watch the eyes go over the eyes. Yes.
The eyes have it, 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 oh. The eyes have it, 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 oh.
Shackelford. Credenzer. There he is.
It's in the eyes.
we fade out. So there it is. Now that song goes on for much longer, and I've learned in the past to not play the entire thing because everybody starts hating it after a while. So I just gave you 1 minute of it. All right, Skip. It's going up against what?
So this is a clay animated film made for kids about using your imagination. And while it's not about drugs, it was certainly influenced by drugs. And so this is the short little intro. There's songs throughout the entire thing, but this will give you an idea of what the film's about.
All right.
One shiny day, so I've heard folks say, a sister and a brother changed themselves to beanbags, changed themselves to beanbags, and went not far away.
Why?
They traveled to the kingdom where imagination loves to play. Malaka-palaka-doo, skip to, malaka-palaka-doo, skip to. Strange things can happen there.
That we won't talk about.
In Malaka-palaka-doo,
I love how they
skip to,
move.
Found all sorts of things, like a talking foot with wings.
Well, haven't you ever seen wings with a foot before?
Wow. Okay. Well, that's where it ends.
Perfect place to end. Wow. Oh man, I don't know.
So that song beat Duck and Cover. Like I had Duck and Cover as one
Oh
of the
yeah.
songs.
That's
And-
a classic.
Yeah.
it beat it. I was surprised. I thought Duck and Cover was going to carry it, but
It was the closest one, though, I think. They
Yeah.
were like 60-40. They were pretty close.
Oh yeah, I could. Okay, wow, but that is a catchy one. I'll give it that. But I gotta say, like for me, The Eyes Have It is just like it
has it.
It has it. The Eyes Have It has it. So I'm voting for The Eyes Have It.
Skip,
it
Katrina.
did nothing for me, really. Eyes Have It. I'm amazed it made it as far as it did. I was
Interesting.
I was like, really? It won again?
But it's a toe tapping tournament. That's the thing. It's
Yeah,
a
but
toe
it's
tapping
not-
tournament.
I think it's just saying the title over and over again. You know?
It's got like a Mike and the Mechanics feel to me a little bit. Like
Oh
there's
yeah.
about that
All right.
and-
Totally.
Yeah. I can see that.
Let me say this. If it does win, I have a different version that's coming up. That's so like the video on it is just like it's the best. So if it goes on and wins, if not, we're never going to see it. But
holding it hostage. All right, Skip. I get what you're saying. I too have complained that it's a little repetitive when I went head to head with The Eyes Have It. But Mecha Hi Mecha Hiney Ho is the type of folk music I hate. It's the Puff the Magic Dragon. It's like, I gave my love a cherry, and then Bluto comes and smashes the guitar. And for that reason, I think I got to go with The Eyes Have It. I was irritated by that film.
you were irritated by both, but you were irritated less by The Eyes Have It.
Yeah, and I will say though, the claymation in the video itself in that film is incredible. So I give that strong merits. Hard to
But this
divorce.
isn't a video contest. It's not a video contest.
Well,
no.
All right.
Yeah.
So Jim, to you, your thoughts on both, and who'd you go with?
Oh my God. I gotta say, I really hated the Morgan Freeman thing. It was like, what's her name? Morgan, whatever.
Donna Mills.
Donna Mills.
Yeah.
I wish it was Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman. I know.
Oh, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah. Right.
And I didn't hear it as a toe tapper. It was more like tofu,
I'm a fan of tofu.
Nick's
so-
a vegan. Nick's a
Yeah,
vegan,
but-
so it's
yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
I just have it one more time. I was going to start screaming. Now that said, I didn't really care for them.
Which one's less irritating?
You ever see the lady who lives in the woods on Amy Sedaris' show?
I haven't. No.
Amy Sedaris has a great. I think she's one of the funniest people on the planet.
Absolutely.
She
She
is.
has one where she has this very granola lady that lives in the woods and does everything. Lives on grain and recycles her own poop and all kinds of things like that. And it's really funny, but that's what that sounds like. But the
Yeah.
fact that that's 1977 and it's a throw over from 1969, 68, something like that. But I'm gonna have to go with the claymation. I felt
Well,
like
but wait, before you go with it, though, let me just remind you that I have another video of that song that's different, and that you can see. You can only see it if you vote for The Eyes Have It, and that's it. But
I don't really want to see it.
Okay.
Well,
never mind.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, but I got to go with the claymation one. I felt like it was better synchronized with the action, and other than they had the nice little thing with the eyes over the eyes, but God,
right, but
I didn't want
Donna
to look at her face.
Donna Mills she did her own makeup on Dynasty set.
Clearly without a mirror.
She looks beautiful.
Shots fired.
Song we're not a fan of.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you won't get to see the Morgan Freeman cover version that we had. The eyes have it. The eyes have it. The eyes have it all.
Now, don't expect me to vote my conscience when Shake Hands with Danger is up.
I know.
Yeah, I know. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Well, okay, but that's going to go up against Mecca Like a High, Mecca Hiney Ho, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like we already know the winner there, right?
No, it's Acid versus Malacapella. Do skip 2.
Oh, okay.
Acid
All right.
versus that. So let's go. Let's go with Shake Hands with Danger, Bank of Ireland. Now, just a quick reminder of Shake Hands with Danger. I've got a shorter version of that we can just sort of just refresh our memory. It's been a while since we played that one, so let's.
Here. Shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with danger. Need a guy who ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Finger Joe.
Okay. He used to laugh at safety. Ha 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 ha.
I'm not scared of that.
All right, and that's going up against Bank of Ireland. Now, this one I'm just going to play a cover version that a guy sent in. This is a tour de force.
Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland in New York. There's a bank in New York. It's the brightest around. It shows my faith in my future. Keeps my feet on the ground. It's the bank all my friends choose. Man, it sure makes it smile. Irish Bank on Fifth Avenue. Bank of Ireland, New York.
Sounds like Lion King or something.
Yeah, a little bit. Graceland.
Irish Bank on Fifth Avenue. Bank of Ireland, New York. Bank of Ireland, New York. Bank of Ireland, New York.
So it was covered well, and that's the cover version, but I think it gives Paris in stereo, by the way. Jason did that one. So what does everybody think between these two, Joe?
Well, I mean, just for the sake of us staying in this competition, I mean, Shake Hands with Danger, of course, everybody knows that's a good song. But you know what? It's kind of like, it's like you're listening to the radio and Hotel California comes on. It's like, I've heard this song a million times. Shake Hands with Danger, please. I've heard it a million times. Do we have to listen to it again? But then you turn the channel and, look what's on. Bank of Ireland in New York. I love this song. It's so catchy. I'm going to listen to this. So Bank of Ireland in New York for me.
All right. I got to go to Bank of Ireland, but I'm not going to disparage Jim's song in any way. So, all right.
Well, I'm just saying it's overplayed. I'm saying it's overplayed. I say it's a
Okay.
great song. Hotel California is a great song, but it's just overplayed.
Skip.
Yeah, if Shake Hands was not in the running, I really like Bank of Ireland, New York. I mean, for the very nature that, the songwriter was required to say Bank of Ireland of New York and not shorten it in any way. They're like, no, you can't shorten it. You have to include the entire name. And they took lemons and they made the most delicious lemonade. But, but Shake Hands with Danger, come on. Really. Seriously.
Well, come on, Jim, tell us.
Oh, you're on mute. I think you're muted. Can we?
No.
I can't hear him.
Oh, I'm not muted. I just
Oh, don't
I
you?
just can't squeeze anything out of my mouth. I think that if I were to listen to both of these and think which one would I rather have written, I'd rather have written "Shake Hands with Danger." And I wish you could have gotten down to a part where there's a verse that John wrote, that grinding wheels and metal. It's my other hand got careless and fed my skin into the wheel.
Oh,
in the movie, that's where the grinding wheel and the guy is trying to put a piece of metal in. And
I remember that part.
Fucking grind. Okay.
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
Glorious.
Like
It's the
absolutely
glorious one.
removes his finger, and there's just this dripping piece of skin there.
I remember that. Yes, you don't forget something like that.
Guts to sing about that.
Joe, do you have that part? Because that's moving on. We could maybe just play that part for the reminder when we get.
I'll go looking for it.
All right. Well, let's look at the other bracket. What do we? Oh, it's say the name again because it doesn't roll off the tongue yet.
Malika Palika do skip 2.
Malika Palika do skip 2 versus Acid. So
Acid.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all right. So let me start with Acid in the Holy Mountain bracket and see. This is a shorter version of Acid, and this will just be a quick reminder.
My mind ain't feeling right. My mind ain't feeling right. My mind ain't feeling right. My mind ain't feeling right.
This is a great
I
song.
gotta find a new way of living. I gotta find a new way of life. I gotta find a new way of living. Dropping a 10. Acid. What you doing to me? Acid. What you doing to me? Acid. Oh, what you doing to me? Acid. Get out of my life.
All right, that's the reminder on that one.
I should say that song is so so good that somebody did a parody of it's about catnip. And so it's like catnip.
Oh, also works. All right, here's Claymation, also sort of acidy. This is a shorter version.
One shiny day, so I've heard folks say, a sister and a brother changed themselves to beanbags, changed themselves to
They gradually went insane
because they were on acid.
to the kingdom where imagination loves to play. Malika Palika do skip 2, Malika Palika do skip 2.
That'd be a good sample right there.
All right, there was the reminder.
Nick couldn't take any more.
Yeah, I know. I phased it out.
That was Skip's fade out. But
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I got to go with Acid. I mean, that's a song that I would, we have a pre-roll of music that plays as people enter our live shows. I would put that on as a pre-roll song.
All right.
I think it's
Well,
cool.
we'll give you the sample. So
Acid was even cooler the second time I heard it. And again, I just love those drums. Like, yeah, it does sound like it's like recorded on a shitty like 4-track or just like it's like I love the drums on that. So yeah, Acid for me 100%.
And one of the things when we did this, when we had our viewers vote, is we were like, does it make your toe tap? And then Katrina was saying, like, imagine it's like tassels. You're doing tassels.
Oh, okay.
You mean like the nipple tassels?
Does it make your nipples swing? Like, okay.
I always imagine that whenever I listen to a song.
We'll have the nipple tasseling tournament next year. But all right, Jim, I have a feeling I know where you're going on this one.
Yeah, I'm I would actually take Acid, not now. I would actually take it and have the band work it up. That's a sure hit with a live crowd here in Austin.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I want to hear your cover version. That's let us know if you work that out.
I'll have to work on that.
Oh man! All right. So Acid moves on.
I think I'll.
Oh wow!
Go for Acid.
So it's Acid up against the Shake Hands with Danger.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
Well, yeah, that's where we're at. Now, here's what we're going to do. We all know what the songs are. We've heard them a couple of times. I
found, Nick, I did find that one point that we were talking about with the Shake Hands with Danger.
Sure.
So you want to play it right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why don't we tell people what we're doing? And
Yeah.
then we'll play that, and then
Okay, so we're going to create a poll where you can vote for your favorite. And we're going to do this live. We'll reveal the answers. We'll give you a couple minutes to do it. And I'm creating the poll right now because I didn't know who was going to win. So in our YouTube, I'm going to put the link. So you can vote here. And I'll give you guys the link to put in. If you're watching this on Skip's Facebook page, Skip, I'm going to put in the chat the link to the poll. All right. We went to thanks to the good folks at pollmaker.com. And
you're only going to have to watch like 3 advertisements before you get to the poll. But Jim, you understand we can't have you judge this final championship round because we all know if we were to, who would win, Acid or Shake Hands?
At one point that we were talking about with the danger.
Sure.
So,
Well,
you play right now?
I just have to complete.
I hear myself. What is it?
I'm sorry. I did something horrible. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh yeah. I don't want to hear the sound of my own voice. Yeah. Jim, you were saying.
I can't. At this point, it's clear that I wrote one of those tunes, and I wrote it that way because I wanted it that way.
Yeah.
And if I wanted it some other way, I would have written it some other way. And believe me, if Skip ever finds Tell It Like It Is, I think it would be maybe a contender with Acid. But
you would vote against it, it sounds like.
It would. I think Acid would take against Tell It Like It Is, but I think I would have to go with my Shake Hands with Danger, just because I'm a selfish jerk.
Yeah. You have to. And here's the other thing, guys. We can never do this again. We can never have somebody who has a song in the tournament as a judge. We will never do this again.
You've been a terrible guest, Jim. You've been just awful.
We should have seen this coming, but I would have done the exact same thing. So
it's too tough to call for me too. So yeah, Joe, go ahead and play.
Let me play it. Let's not influence it at all. Once we have the results, so I'm going to play the scene that Jim was talking about from Shake Hands with Danger. And this is, you recognize this? This is
a content warning here, I guess, if people are squeamish.
Yeah, this is fake gore, but it's still gory.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Not really.
Let me turn it up. Here we go.
But he doesn't think about how much he's grinding down the wheel. He gets by with it on that longer piece. Shake hands with danger, step right up and say hello. Grinding wheels and metal are what made Three-Finger Joe.
So awesome.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, as long as we're here, let's watch the hand get chopped off. As long as we're waiting for people to.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. I love this hand. I love this hand acting right here. Like, this is some of the best hand acting. Watch this hand.
This is the moment.
Hacking.
That split second when a man decides between being safe
why not?
or shaking hands with danger.
Oh, I love that. Here we go. Oh. Do you hear that sound? That sound effect?
Put the link to the poll again in the YouTube chat, because it's people are going.
Oh,
nuts.
okay, sure. I'll put it in the chat again. We have over 100 votes so far.
So in the Jim, could you play us a rendition of "Shake Hands with Danger" while we're waiting for the poll results to come in?
Yeah, I'm not going to sing tonight.
Yeah.
Are you hearing it? Okay.
Yeah. Sounds great. Take it, Skip. Yes.
So good.
So good.
Yeah. Now I want to hear the song that you don't want us to hear. I want to hear the one on that Sears Industrial. Is that what it was? Sears?
Yeah, it was Sears Distributive Education, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's what you would take in class if you weren't
to be
taking
Sears
college.
clerks, I think.
Oh, okay. So I just want to find out where you think the poll is going to go, because I'm not looking at the results yet. I'm just going to do it live. Okay. So where do you think it's going to go?
I think it's going to go Shake Hands with Danger. I really do. I mean, like the acid song is just a little too weird, I think, for people. I don't think people are ready for it. I think Shake Hands with Danger, it's it's just visceral, and it's just that cool, like dun 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 dun. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. Like yeah. So I think 100% it's going to be Shake Hands with Danger, no doubt about it.
I think it's going to be pretty lopsided in that direction too, because here's the thing: nobody wants to break Jim's heart.
No,
I think
he's right there. I mean, he's like literally right.
It could kill me.
There'd be blood on their hands. There would be blood on their hands.
Oh my God, people!
Skip, what do you think? Are you in agreement here?
Yeah, I mean, Acid's a great song, but you know, we're talking about Shake Hands with Danger. I mean, it was so popular that people were like, I can't even believe you should just retire its number, you know, because it's done its career best. And so, but I was like, it hasn't even competed, so I want it to compete at least once. And
all right.
So when I do this next year, then
it's ineligible. Okay.
It's ineligible. Right.
Well, I'm going to just share live my browser here, and
here
are
it
we
is.
ready for the results? Are we ready?
Who will the winner be? Will it be Skip or will it be Skip?
Yes. We're on the edge of our seats. And with 74% of the vote, Shake Hands with Danger.
There we go. All right. You live to see another day, Jim.
Yeah.
USA.
It's a win for America, not only for you. And congratulations. And so, Jim, you win our undying admiration. And Skip, more importantly, you're going to walk home with this. Well, you are home, but you're going to get this shipped to you in North Carolina. This painting by...
I got to say, I was sweating it hard for this. This was...
Next year, we are going to get it. This is like the Stanley Cup, right?
I don't know, man. All right, we'll do it. But
yes, next year.
We got to make it like the America's Cup or Australian Cup, in that I could win it back.
Right. No, Stanley Cup, I think. Right, that's the way that it gets handed off to everybody. Yeah. We'll do that,
and we'll drink champagne out of it.
Can I would like to end with a rendition of Springer Mountain Chicken that a viewer, Reese from Australia, he put together an a cappella rendition that I mashed up with the original version. So we can see the a cappella version of Reese singing Springer Mountain Chicken and the original that Otis wrote. And maybe we can just go out on this.
But before you do that, Jim, thank you so much